Welcome. Welcome to Better Than Burnout. This is a series of short programs exploring tools and practices for well-being and resilience. I am Dr. Irina Danis, and my past experience has included a number of decades as a neurologist and a specialist in sleep medicine. Today is episode 3 in the Calming the Monkey Mind series. And one of the things that I think is much better than burnout is really good sleep. Well, it turns out that time for sleep can be scarce. And when it happens, the monkey mind can really get into the way. So being able to relax deeply, to disengage those monkeys, and to amp up the parasympathetic tone to activate, rest, and repair can be remarkably helpful. Sleep is a natural process that we are biologically wired for. However, it must be allowed. Most of us have experienced that chattering monkey mind that blocked entry into sleep. What may not be so obvious relates to the impact of the chronic stress state. The acute stress reaction is very well known to us. The intense spark of fight or flight with a surge of sympathetic drive. We go from 0 to 100 in a flash, and this serves us well, jumping out of the way of a speeding car or responding to a crisis in our work. Unfortunately, the stress reaction is a very primitive one, hardwired in the brain and easily triggered by external and internal events that are not so vital. And the repeated firings related to ugly texts, nasty emails, recalling angry words, anxiety about the things that are overwhelming us, those all lead to a chronic state of excessive hyperarousal. I'm sharing with you this diagram from a class that I taught, mindfulness-based stress reduction class, where participants shared thoughts, emotions, and diagrammed the physical sensations that they experienced in chronic stressful situations. And it is kind of an ugly sight. So you can see that this chronic state of excessive hyperarousal does undoubtedly interfere with entering natural sleep. So even when the mind is not busy, restful sleep can be evasive. That's why learning how to deactivate sympathetic overdrive by upregulating parasympathetic tone is useful. And meditation can be a tool to use to do this. So without any further chatter on my part, inviting you to join me in an ocean breathing practice. I learned this from Jeff Warren on the 10% Happier app, and I've adapted it for our purposes. This meditation is about breathing like an ocean, like a rising and falling tide. It's a way to bring down the energy and to get our bodies into a state of relaxation and restoration. If you are driving using sharp objects or doing anything that could be dangerous if you get drowsy, stop the recording now and come back to it later. Since we are all running in a state of sleep deprivation, genuine relaxation puts us at risk for unintended sleep. Otherwise, do take a comfortable position, maybe leaning back in your chair, stretching your legs out, or if you want, lying down on the floor or the couch or putting your feet up. Just getting comfortable, but still knowing that the intention is to stay alert. And when you feel ready, beginning by taking a few intentional breaths, a little deeper on the inhale and letting the exhale be slower than usual. With each inhale, bringing oxygen in to nourish every cell in your body. With each exhale, to whatever extent is possible, releasing tensions and releasing thoughts that you don't need right now. Allowing your body to sink into that which supports you. Letting your body relax. And gently closing your eyes if you like, or softening your gaze to a neutral point. Taking a moment to notice the feelings of contact of the body with that supports you, perhaps the chair, the floor. Sensing into the solidity of this contact. And now inviting you to gather the energy of attention and, as if directing a powerful flashlight, shine it on your head. Focus the beam of attention on your head and your face, and then slowly move it down bit by bit, moving it from the head to the neck, to the shoulders, to the chest, to the abdomen. Focusing the bright light of attention on the abdomen, and in particular on the soft belly that is subtly rising and falling with the breath. This is going to be the resting place for our attention for the remainder of this meditation. So inviting awareness to focus on the belly and whatever sensations you find here. Noticing how the abdomen rises with the in-breath and softens as the breath leaves. Becoming aware of the sensation of breathing as it is felt at the belly. If you like, placing your hands on the abdomen and feeling the breath this way. And this is where we invite our imagination in. Imagine that you are floating at the surface in the ocean. Your ocean is warm and tranquil. The breath is like the tide. As you inhale, the tide rises and it lifts your body up. As you exhale, your whole body relaxes and softens, easing into the space around you, the warm water around you. Imagining that we are like the ocean. We are one with the ocean. The gentle rocking is relaxing. Noticing that just as the rising and falling of the ocean is soothing us, so too the coming and going of our breath is soothing us. Breathing in with the rising. And breathing out with the falling. Rising and falling and letting the tide carry you. Releasing into the subtle movements at the belly. Rising and falling. Gentle movements at the belly, merging with the rhythm of breathing, allowing attention to be relaxed. No need for vigilance or tracking anything. Simply allowing attention itself to melt into the senses of being with the gentle rhythm of your ocean. Just as if you are floating, you can let your whole body melt into your water, allowing this melting into the space around you. And noticing that breathing is happening without effort, almost as if the body is being breathed, like it's being filled with the tide of the breath on the inhale, and then the tide goes out on the exhale. And allowing that rhythmic motion to soothe the body and the mind. The air you are breathing is inside you, and it's also around and outside you, all blending together. An ocean of air, an ocean of breathing, rocked by the soothing rise and fall of the tides, nourished by the soothing breath. So just enjoying here, noticing the rising and falling in your own ocean belly, this ocean of you, and exploring what can be released here, how much can be relaxed here, how much can be enjoyed in this calming oceanic space. And as we prepare to return to dry land, inviting you to begin to feel the full container of the body and noticing those contact points, the points of support, perhaps your seat on the chair or cushion, your feet on the floor, your back up against a support, feeling the whole physical self and arriving into it, coming home, welcoming yourself back into this body, this home. And when you feel ready, perhaps starting by wiggling your fingers and your toes, perhaps gently stretching and moving as it feels right for you, refreshing yourself as you need to, opening the eyes if they've been closed, and gently opening up to your personal space. And congratulating yourself for taking this time to nourish yourself, for adding back some balance and energy to your inner resources. Thank you for joining me in this ocean breathing practice. Go ahead and try it on your own. Enjoy bringing some relaxation into your day. And come back and join me again for something else that's better than burnout.